Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time you are watching my channel, I want to welcome you to 60+life. It is a new day and very bright. I want to thank God for this new day. Oh, it is so wonderful. The sky is clear. We have been experiencing a very cold weather here, but now it is changing, and we just thank God for the warm weather that is coming. This is now our summer, and we are so excited to welcome it. Today, I want to talk to my fellow retirees and also those who are about to retire. This is very important. I have been in retirement. This is my third year. And I have friends who also retired with me at the same time. And there is something that is coming up which is very serious, that there is a growing divorce amongst us retirees. That is those who are married and they are both retired, or maybe one is still working and one is still is at home. So it is given a name as a gray divorce. I don't know whether you have heard about it. It is very common. And when I think about it, it scares, because at our age we should not separate. We should really be together. And so, my friends, I want to talk about it briefly, and there may be some causes and also how we can help one another. And today, because of that, I decided to introduce my better half into doing some work with me, so that he knows what is going on in the compound. He has not retired yet, so I'm just trying to let him be acquainted with what will be going on, so that when he comes, he is not a stranger in this compound. Because we are going to be the two of us. Both of us are age mates, or maybe just a little years different, and we are all going to be tired at the same time. So we have to know, work together. We are going to help one another, and that is what I'm trying to introduce to my better half today. So my friends, I know when people think about retirement, they often imagine spending their golden years enjoying the life they've built with their partners. But this is not often the case, because you got married when you were still young. Both of you were working, you were very busy, and you have been working maybe, let's say, 40 years with the leave from both of you, short one. Sometimes it is not even together. One has been given leave in August, one is in December, one maybe is in April. So you don't know one another much. So when you retire and now you are both at home is when you start learning each other. And you wonder, who is this? Or is this the lady I married? Or this is the man? Because you are now trying to find some behaviors in your partner that were not able to come out because you didn't have enough time together. So these are the problems that these are one of the things that can bring conflict in our age when we have all retired, because we find ourselves strangers. Also, something else is children. Couples may find that once their children no longer live at home, they have little in common outside their roles as parents. But we must remember that you started, the two of you, and you will end the same. Where we are headed is actually closer than where we are from. So we must be just deliberate, we must be purposeful and intentional in making it better in the remaining years. There is no magic about this. We just have to be purposeful about it, that in the remaining years we want to be happy and we have to achieve it. Another one here, my friends, is finances. Maybe both of you are saving differently, or some people have a joint account. In case of you people, maybe everyone had his or her own account. Now, when you have retired, you are supposed to really limit your spending. Maybe one who saved a lot, if you are saving differently, you are seeing him or her overspending, and then you wonder, why is this one spending so much like this, and we have retired, what are we, is just buying things. So all these things can also bring some conflict in the home and end up in a grey divorce. And the remedy for this is that you just have to sit down, my friends, and agree and know that after retirement, spending has to change. If you are someone who always fashionable, there is no fashion that comes without you buying, please, that has to change. And I think we women are really big on that. You see your friend with a new bag, you want it. When you have retired, that is must go. Let us use the bags we used when we used to work. Let us just purpose in our hearts not to admire other things that we were not able to buy when we were working, because we have to work within or to live within our means, because now it is now money out, there is no money in. I think those few ones I will leave you with for now. As I get your comments, please, if you have any comments that or any addition that you can add, please let us hear it out. But I can assure you it is a very, very big problem. So let us just hang in there. However difficult it may be, we found ourselves, the two of us. Let us just keep the fire burning until one day that God will call us home. So today, as I told you earlier, I wanted just to introduce my better half into things that are happening in this compound. There are some adjustments that are made. I put some flowers. He comes, he goes to work, comes late, so he may not have time to notice some of the things I have done. So I decided just to let him be home today, and then I show him around what I have done and some of the improvements I want to make, and because I don't want to make without his approval. Those are some of the things that can bring a lot of conflicts at home. And so we have cleaned now, as you can see. I'm taking him to the small garden where I subdivided the land without his permission to the grandchildren. So that is what I have introduced him to. And we are also harvesting the remaining maize that we planted. You remember I did the harvest the other time, and these ones were not ready. So we want to just harvest and then we go and boil and eat. I asked him what he knows how to cook, because I also want to introduce him to the kitchen. As I told you, friends, we have to teach them this, because those are the things that may bring issues, because both of you are tired. You may be also unwell, and you are just the two of you. Money to hire people who can also come and help is also not there. So you will have to work, the two of you, together. So he has to know where the sufurias are, where the spoons are, where the plates are, how to put on the jiko. All these things we have to teach them now. And that is what I have realized I want to teach my better half, because he's a stranger in the kitchen. And that is typical of Luo men, the Luo men who are listening to me. It is a taboo for a Luo man to go in the kitchen. We all know that. But things have changed. Those are the things of the past. Now we have to go with the change and introduce our spouses into the kitchen. They have to know what is going on there, so that when we are also tired, they can also help. So today he wants to make for me what he knows how to make best. And he told me that one is porridge. That is what his mother taught him to make. He was taught many things because there were only two boys before the girls came, so they really had to be taught a lot. But what he still remembers most and he can do best is porridge, and that is what he wants to make for me today. All the time when we are passing by the children's playground, the grandchildren, we always try to test if these swings are working so that we don't get any accident. And also we can also enjoy them like we are doing today. Yes, and they are still very, very stable. Even though they have rusted, they need maybe some replacement, and that one we will do. So my friends who are new here, I want to thank you so much for subscribing. Please, if you have any comment, keep on commenting, or any questions you have. Let us make this platform a learning place, because there are things that some people have in their hearts that they cannot air out, but in such platforms we can ask ourselves something, and maybe somebody else has an answer, or if I don't, I may inquire, and then just help each other here. Yeah, this I believe is a better platform to learn, and we are going to learn a lot as retirees. So we have harvested our maize, and my better half wants to make the porridge for me that I told you. And he doesn't know where so many things are, but I have shown him where the sufuria is. And the jiko, of course, he knows where the jiko is, but how to put on the fire is a challenge. So I was trying to tell him my way of making porridge, but he told me this is his way. So I have to keep quiet and just watch the way he's going to do it his way. As for me, I never used to make porridge like that. I used to take a jug, put flour and water, and make sure it is smooth enough. And then by that time I had already put my water in the jiko, and when it is hot boiling, then I pour. He was taught differently. He's doing it the way you are seeing it. He has a challenge putting this fire on, but I have told him, so he has to struggle until he gets it, so that one day when maybe he's alone here, or I have traveled, there's nobody to assist, we are too old, he'll be able to do it. My friends, I went to visit my sister-in-law somewhere in the face of the world, and I was so impressed. The mother was around 81 and the father was 85, and they have no help, house help. They were cooking themselves. We went to visit them and they refused us to go in the kitchen, and they were doing the work, the two of them. Fortunately, I went with my better half and he saw it, so that is why he is very easy. When I told him, why can't we learn together in the kitchen here? And I thank God for that. So his porridge is being made. This is his style of making. I just want to watch from far until it is ready. Remember, we also have harvested the maize. Even though they are only two, we are going to boil them because he's telling me that was their delicacy those days, maize and porridge. We are not talking of balanced diet here. That is what we used to do, and that is what we were brought up with actually. We used to take maize and porridge, or maize alone, or with water, or you take porridge with sweet potatoes. So that is how we grew up, and it was so nice. We loved it. So that is what he says he wants to do. Unfortunately, we have the maize we harvested, and now he's making the porridge. One of them is very dry, so we are not going to boil that. We are only going to boil the two which are still fresh. Actually, there is also one that is still remaining with the two maize on it. That one, if it is ready, we are also going to harvest. So my small garden, or my granddaughter's small garden, has produced 3 different times of harvests. You remember the first harvest, this is the second, and there's going to be a third one. He's doing well so far, isn't he? Yes, he's doing well. His porridge, he has to check it also if it is doing well. And from the look of it, it is doing well. Actually, it is almost ready. And during those days, we never used to use lemon. It was just flour and water. But I love my porridge with lemon. So that is what is squeezing, and then we pour inside it. Let me know, my friends, if you also make porridge wherever you are watching from in your country. Do you make porridge? And if you do, how do you make it? Do you make it the way we are making it here, or the way I have told you I used to make it? Yeah, just let me know in the comment, please. As you can see, the porridge is ready, and we are going to enjoy it. So, thank you, my lovely friends, for listening to me. I am very, very, very much blessed to be part of this, and I call you a family because when I have not produced a video, and I really feel so bad because I want to talk to you and then you talk back to me, and I feel so much encouraged, and the day just passes by very, very, very fast when I think of you people. And so I thank you again for hanging out with me and being a blessing to me. I pray that you also be a blessing to somebody. I have said this before, that we were born to be a blessing to one another. Please remember that always. The maize is ready. As you can see, it is looking very yummy. So we are going to enjoy our porridge. You can add some honey if you like, or sugar, but for us, we'll just take it like this. And so until next time, my friends, I say bye.